Hello and welcome to Mini Meet number 25.
Lost track.
Yeah.
I was like, don't look at me and ask me what number it is. I forgot.
Yeah, it's a long one. So, welcome Thomas to the lab once again. And as usual, I have him take a look at the machines that he has not touched before. Of course, the one on the left actually is his, and he wants to go and brag about how well JB Weld worked to make sure that, geez, really not just the wheel, but the wheel mount.
Yeah, like when I
Yeah.
brought it up here,
Is it this one or the other side?
it's the it's this one right here.
Right. Oh, great. Yeah. So the big fancy one right here with the release that you're going to go and put your foot on and put a lot of weight and pressure on. So that is still holding, and we did that. Was that last summer?
August.
August. Okay, it's August of 21,
Yeah.
and it's still holding on.
Bill even had high. He's like, they ain't gonna last. I have high doubts, and he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Well, she's holding in.
Let's hear it for JB Weld.
Yeah.
And although you all have seen this Hoover wind tunnel self-propelled in many videos, he's not touched it. And one last thing is kind of a preview, although we're not going to run it here in this video. This is a Yeti VacMax, and it's a 2-in-1. That is, it does dry cleaning and also wet mopping at the same exact time, or you can just do dry only. Now there's a chair in the picture here with his hoodie on it because this chair needs some help, and you can kind of see that it's not exactly as clean as it should be. And then of course this is my normal task chair, and I think it even has some dust buildup down there. Anyway, we're going to have a chair cleaning day. So Thomas is going to pick out whatever he wants to pick out to go and clean his chair. Believe it or not, that's actually his chair. He's the only one that sits in it for the last couple years. And then I'm going to go and pick out something to go ahead and clean that chair. And I'm not too sure exactly what I'm going to pick yet.
Yeah, he's gonna test this thing out here too.
Yeah. Well, here, turn that one over and show everyone the repair. Let's see. Here it is. Oh, yes. So look at that. See all that stuff? That's not dirt. That's the JB Weld. And that actually that's done an amazing job. Hasn't fallen off, and let's see. Hasn't gotten loose. No, that's the same. So, and he says it works.
I use the vacuum all the time,
Yeah.
actually. I had a similar version to this vacuum. The one I had was red, and that was just it. Nothing different. It was just a different color.
Yeah.
And I always enjoyed this vacuum. I enjoyed the sound of it. I enjoyed the way it maneuvered. And what happened to my red one was the same thing with the wheel. It popped off. That's a common problem with these vacuums, is them wheels break off because the plastic is so fragile and
well, it dries out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, especially, how old is this one?
it's a 2000 and some parts say 2002. The serial number says 2001.
So it's over 20 years old.
Yeah, and
Yeah. So dried out plastic. That's just what it is.
And like I said, the one I had, the red one I had, I remember was from 2003. I had that vacuum when I was in the 6th grade.
Move that guy.
And we used that vacuum a lot. And the wheel broke off and we threw it away.
Yeah.
But I remember having that vacuum in my childhood, and I always enjoyed it.
So when we were repairing it, we probably didn't make an effort to actually run it, last August, because the wheel wasn't there. We couldn't. Well, you want to go ahead and demonstrate for all the fans?
Absolutely.
Here, get a good look at this.
This vacuum is essentially Dirt Devil's transition into the bagless world. It is one of their very first bagless machines. It's got the F1 filter. The older styles used what they called a perma filter, but they switched over to the F1 style because they had a better seal. Bill, I know Bill has mentioned that he had a...
Yeah, I had. Well, a long time ago, I had.
Yeah, you had one
There's
from,
one
like,
there. It was a donation.
Yeah, but you had one from like 2004. That
Yeah,
had
I
the
did.
F1 filter.
And I forget the name now. I just looked it up the other day. It was a Dirt Devil Vision.
This
Yeah,
is
that's it.
Featherlight Vision.
Yeah, Featherlight Vision. Yep.
So, I have replaced the brush roll in this because the brush roll in it was junk. I put new filters in it, new tank filter and exhaust filter, and it came with a full set of attachments. When I fire it up too, you'll see some of my household dirt that's in here.
Okay, he brings up his own dirt.
I like
Oh, that's just wonderful. I love it when people bring in their own dirt. Yes, it's just share the dirt, share the love.
Fiddle with my dirt though. He knows what's down in my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Simple. This ain't a no cyclone machine. It's just gonna go around circles, you know.
Yep.
It ain't like your typical Dysons or Shark. So here we go.
All right.
The filter that's in it is a Febreze filter.
Yeah.
So it's going to smell like Febreze in here.
Okay. Well, it smells good.
It's not.
It's grabby. It's got a good brush roll. Look at those carpet lines.
We need to go up a little bit. It's one.
Yeah, a little too low. All right.
Number 3.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
Perfect.
It's got some airflow. It does.
Now, here's the adjustment for the hose. We need to test the suction, but
Okay. All right.
not a...
We'll do that. We didn't test anything before, right? Okay.
It's like music in here. Listen to that motor. It's just... That's another thing, too. Like, the motor line down was just like...
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, for a machine that old, it could be so much worse. In fact, it technically could be dead. Totally dry bearings. It'd go screech. Be a big mess.
But yeah, I love this machine as a kid. Like, oh, they're so hard to find. It's in good shape. And yeah, the wheel was broken, but I thought, well, I could fix that. But I always loved this vacuum when I was a kid.
Let's see the brush roll.
Oh, sure.
I don't remember specifically looking at the brush roll when you flipped it over a few minutes ago. There we go. So this is so tell me about this brush roll. This is at like an upgrade or something else, or
it is a genuine brush roll. It's not a aftermarket brand.
That's fairly stiff. That's medium stiff. Yeah.
It lifts my carpet gets nice and fluffy when I use it.
Yeah, it's got some dig. Definitely there.
Nice. They're long too. They're not short. It picks up well for me. You know, but what else can I say? I mean, I loved to vacuum as a kid, and I love having this vacuum in my arsenal.
So let's check out this Dirt Devil MVP.
Maximum vacuum power.
Maximum vacuum power. All right. Oh yeah. That thing is... Yeah, it's doing its job. Now, we just emptied and blew out, we emptied the canister and blew out the filter, so it's got extra airflow, and man, you notice it. Yeah, let's see, lift it up there in the middle. Whoa. Trying to do too much at once. Yep. It's very easy to maneuver, for sure, because of those casters. And the JB weld is holding.
It's a shame they don't make back the caster wheels anymore.
Yeah.
Look at the weld and the
Oh,
surface.
yeah. So that's all freshed up. Well, there's carpet in there. That's definitely carpet. My carpet used to be there, and now it's there.
That brush roll, it's got the nice long bristles, and they are on the stiff side.
Yeah, they are. Well, new brush roll is going to be a little stiffer than normal. Okay, so now we got to figure out. We finally have to decide what are we going to do to clean those chairs. So Thomas has picked a 1993 D4C SE, and he's got his attachment, and we have the dirty chair. Now, there's clean water in there, and we will examine that later on. So take it away, Thomas, or do you want me to turn it on?
Allow me.
Okay, all right.
This is my introduction.
Yeah.
Music to my ears.
Yeah.
Listen to that machine.
Yeah, it's so quiet, smooth. New bearings. I put those in.
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR. Man, this is speed vacuuming.
Well, if any of you have watched my channel, you know I'm kind of like,
You're cruising.
I get to work. It's that West Virginia in me.
Yep.
I've worked in the cornfields. No, I haven't. Now, what I will do is right here.
All right, there you go.
Get Rosie's dog hair up.
Yeah, that's inevitably what sticks to it. Sticks to your clothes and then sticks to the fabric. Smell that water-washed air.
Yeah, it smells like it's been raining.
Yep. This is the last series of machines that Rainbow made without an exhaust filter. And if you want that water-washed smell, maximum water-wash smell, those are the machines you get, but they haven't been made in like 25 years.
Back here.
If you get the newer Rainbows, they have exhaust HEPA filters in them, and they reduce that water-washed air smell. So if you were to ask me what are my favorite Rainbows to use, and I have 4 of them, it's going to be the D4C series.
The D4 is my favorite D-series rainbow.
Yep.
But I do love my E-series with the HEPA filter.
Yep.
I just feel like my house is so clean when I vacuum.
Yeah. Well, the E2 series, the 2-speed, well, the 1-speed actually, I think we tested with the highest airflow.
127 without the filter in the back.
It's amazing. You know, for a water vacuum, that's fantastic.
Like Electrolux level.
Yep.
And the E2 1-speed only used 10 amps. I think it was 10.
Yeah, maybe around 1200 watts. I'd have to go back and see. It's been so long. You know, with over 1200 videos, I kind of forget exactly what I've done or what all the measurements were.
Let's take a peek at the water now.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Do the honors. So let's see. So here's the after. Yep. As we listen to the wind down, that doesn't have a squeak or screech anymore. All right. Here's the water reveal.
These older Rainbows too are like they're They're not loud. I don't think Rainbow's a loud vacuum, period. Contact.
Yeah.
I see particles in the water.
Yeah, I can see it from here. So let's see. You can hold it up to the light, literally. Yep, there you go. That's not... Well, you can see what's floating in there.
It is dust.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we got dust, hair, skin particles, you name it. Let's see it from the top. You go ahead and put it down a little lower.
This right
There
here
you go. That's it. See, I'll put my... let me put my hand underneath here. There, just so you can see it. It's got something to focus on. There you go. So obviously, you know, it's not terribly dirty, but you can see what comes up.
That right there is what I love about Rainbow. That's what's in your house, you know? That's what's in your house, and that's what's in your furniture and all that. It's proof in the pudding of what you pick up.
Yeah, well, that's why a lot of people like bagless systems where you can see the dirt. They go, wow, look at what I managed to pick up. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So now Thomas can sit in it and not get, well, our dog Rosie's hair all over him, which is probably all over him a little bit right now.
I'm used to it.
I'm going to go and switch chairs and switch vacuums. Be right back. Since we're in oldie mode, you know, and we did D4C from 1993, I also have a 1997 one. This is my 1988 Kirby Heritage 2 Legend. I have it fully converted. Even put a little Sensi in the bag. And I've got two tools I'm going to try out here. I guess they call it a wall brush. And this is very, very soft. And then you have your standard upholstery tool. This one makes a bit of a racket because there's so much airflow coming out of here. When the hose is stretched out, I think it's like maybe 108, close to 110, something like that. So let's see what's happening here. And you can definitely see there's stuff stuck in this fabric. So let's see what it does.
Ooh, airflow.
Yeah, some of this is going to be tough to get out of here because it's weaved into the fabric. It's rough to get out. Yeah, so those hairs aren't really coming off that well. But let's try a few other things here after I'm done with this.
It smells so good down here.
Yeah, Sensi. Or that something lavender.
Lavender cotton.
Lavender cotton. Around here. That's done about all it can do. About it. All right, let's change tools. Oh yeah, and Thomas likes it when I do the rainbow demonstration, even though this is a Kirby.
Well, now you know that the embedded dust will come out.
Yeah. But we're still having trouble with some of the dog hair.
You know, I just thought of something. Maybe we should try a zip brush.
Ooh, I wonder, do I have a period zip brush for this thing? Let me see.
That just went
My bag of goodies here.
clicked in the back of my head, and I thought,
Yeah. Oh, it's even got
It's
a little like velvet bag. Okay.
Looks like a bag you put gold in from back in the day. Back in the
Ooh, I got a zip brush.
all shiny.
I got a zip brush.
All shiny and silvery. Now that's some airflow.
I'm pushing harder than I should. So I want to try to get this hair out. That's really weaved into that. Oh, that's really jammed in there.
You can even hear it agitating.
Yeah.
There goes one little hair.
Alright, it is getting it, but it's slow. But hey, it's the best thing so far. Alright, it is working, it's just slow.
Needs a screamer.
Okay, that's probably about as good as it's gonna get.
I'm just over here enjoying the smell. Well, I can tell you that is essentially a lot better than what it was.
Yeah.
Bill probably just got a small workout now.
Yeah. So you can do a little bit more of a close-up here. So I was trying all different kinds of pressure levels using the zip brush, and
It looks a lot better.
It does. It's not perfect, but when you get dog hair or anything else and it gets woven into the fabric, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's hard to pick out, even with your fingers.
Yeah. Can't get the best, but a lot better.
Yeah, that's a lot better. And of course, a lot of the fine dust also came out. So it's a lot cleaner. If you want to get a little more of a, you got the close up here? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you can see the piles lifted.
Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely is. So, all right. So this did a pretty good job. And I know in some cases I was pushing down just a little bit harder than I should. You could hear it. But in other cases I was, just barely touching the fabric. So I tried it all over the place, just anything to try to get that unbelievably aggravating dog hair out of that fabric that just holds it. And yeah, it did. It took a little bit of effort, but it got it. And the other two items that I used, they didn't get it at all, but they did get the deep down fine dust.
Yep.
Well, I think we've had enough for mini meet number 25, so this will be the last shenanigans we actually do. Thomas has not run this self-propelled Hoover, so he's going to run it, and he's going to start it off in medium carpet height. And normally that would make sense, but if you looked at my previous videos, medium carpet height, because the brush roll is worn, it will dig too much down into the carpet, so it'll be a little hard to push, which is kind of weird because it has a power assist. So go ahead and try it on medium. Yeah, and the on-off is a little weird. Yeah, you pull it towards you. It's a little squeaky too sometimes. Maybe a little extra lubrication here and there. So, so go ahead. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird. Now let me move this all the way up here.
I don't like it.
Yeah. And yeah, it doesn't compare to a Kirby. It's not anywhere near the same price as a Kirby, though. Okay, try it there with it all the way on top. Yeah, it won't have nearly the same agitation, though. But hey, it's got a working light bulb.
Well, that's
Yeah. Yeah, it's still agitating, but it's not as insane as putting it on medium. But yeah, I can tell by Thomas's face. Yeah. In fact, he said that he is putting his Avalier up for sale. He recently acquired an
Yes.
Avalier, but his favorite is still the G5.
I've compared it to my Centuria 1, and I have an Avalier 1. It's just coming out like, hey, I'm older and I beat you.
Yeah. So I think we're going to go ahead and end it here. And as tradition, believe it or not, since he's been coming up here since 2018, we go out and we have a pepperoni pizza with double cheese at a local place here. It's a very small mom and pop, but they do have a number of stores. I don't think up to 6 or 7. It's not really a big chain at all.
Just a
Called
little high.
Pizza Cottage.